when they fall over, they'll have a get up attack. So just don't be standing around them. I mean, they might have an exclamation mark before they actually attack when they fall over, but I find sometimes either they don't have it or just don't notice, even if I'm looking for it. I don't know if it's just one or the other. But basically, just don't make a habit of standing near them when they fall over, or else they might attack. Whenever they hit you, though, they do poison damage. I think they do it 100% of the time. Might not be, but if it's not, it's very often. So just be a little bit careful. When you're not near them and they still go, they're probably going to do that charge attack right here. So even if they're fairly far away, don't think they're safe. Either get ready to jump over them or jump on a platform. Use your move. That was a stupid move to use in playing. Again, I'm not really concentrating on playing properly. I think this room has robots, or it does in hell mode. Let's see. Okay, in this room, if you're playing on hell mode, it'll have robots. Don't worry about it. There's going to be robots in the next room, so just pop up in there. So there's three pillared robots. The brown ones use punch attacks, the yellow ones have missile attacks, and the red ones have laser attacks. I've never actually seen the brown ones punch a lot though, they always just kind of sit around getting beaten up. The red ones, they only have one laser attack, they don't have a variety. I'm sure you'll see it. I'll make a point of making sure he does it at least once. It's a big laser, it hurts a lot. There he goes. You're safe if you're right in front of him and touching him like I was there. Otherwise you're not, unless you're behind him or above him or whatever. Obviously, you can. But yeah, just so you know, as long as you're touching him, even if you're right in front of his eyeball shooting the laser, you're okay. So that's a little tip you probably already know, but if you don't, it helps a lot. The yellow ones, they have 2 attacks on hell, but on normal mode, they only shoot 2 missiles, 1 out of each arm, and then they home in and start chasing you for a while. It's really annoying. Test your spell more. There we go. So as you can see, they home around. They kind of got out of a BS hitbox too. Like even when they don't touch you yet, they hit you. It gets me every time. I mean, it doesn't hit me every time, but every time I get hit, it's almost always because I underestimate the size of that missile hitbox. The other attack those dudes have on hell mode is they, instead of shooting him at each side and they home in, he points both his arms up in the air and he shoots, I think it's 8, might be 10. It shoots 2 at a time, like 2, 2, 2, 2. And then they start landing and they go boom, 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 boom. So they start landing right next to him and then they spread out. So it'll be, you know, the robot will be where I am right now, and then as the missiles descend, they'll go like boom, 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 boom. So either you, as soon as you think they're about to land, you just run away and then you run back in, or you can just right next to them and keep beating them up, and as soon as the first one lands, you just do something that makes them immune like that, and the other ones are going to land further away, so you'll be okay. The thing that you need to be aware of though with that attack is that they have it at all. And that might sound pretty obvious, but if you're dodging missiles from another robot or getting ready to jump over a laser dude or something like that, always pay attention to those missile dudes, because if he's doing that attack where they shoot 8 or 10 missiles up in the air and you're not paying attention to it because you're paying attention to something else and you jump over it, you're going to get juggled by all those missiles and it's going to hit you for a crap ton. You do not want that to happen. Next room's the same deal. You'll have a mini boss. If you're on hell mode, this room has the same mini boss as you'll see in the next room. Might have more health or something, but it is the same way. Mini boss, I don't really have to talk about him much. He just does what these robots do, only instead of being limited to one color, he has all three. Oh, and he actually does the punch attacks. And it's stored most of the time rather than only when it's attacking. It'll turn on store and then it'll start attacking very frequently. So just be aware of that. And as you can see, this guy's going to do a get up attack. He had an exclamation mark while on the floor. They're like the rat people. Just if they fall over, just be aware that if you're standing next to them, you might eat a hit with their get up attack. Oh, that was an actual punch attack. Wow. I've never seen a regular robot do that. Or maybe I have. It's just so non-threatening right now. On hell mode, like I said, this mini boss here is in the room previously, and there's another mini boss in this ring on hell mode. They're very similar. The only thing I can really recall is the other robot's laser attack, instead of shooting straight ahead, it just does a sweep going from down to up. Actually, did I even show you what the red robot's laser attack was? I don't know if I did, but in any case, it was what that guy just did right now, so that's what it looks like. Oh yeah, I did, because I was hugging his face. I remember. So, again, as you can see, this boss doesn't do anything you haven't seen from the other robots. But if you're in a group, one thing that happens very often is people will be fighting two robots in this area here. This big robot will fly up and he'll jump and he'll land here, and people will be fighting the big robot here. That's pretty common. That's nothing wrong with that. But a lot of the times what happens is there's some guy who's like, oh, I'm going to get more kills, or I'm going to kill the other robots. So he'll run off ahead and he'll ignore this guy and let his other party deal with the big robot. He'll be fighting the dudes over here. You do not want to do this. It's not going to hurt you much, but it's going to be really annoying for your allies fighting the big robot. The reason why is because you'll be fighting robots here, and maybe the red robot over here is going to shoot a laser to the left over here. And these guys way over here are going to be hapless, and they're going, what the hell? Just like that. And they're not going to see it coming. So try to avoid that, please. As long as nobody goes on the far right over there, those robots are going to leave everyone alone. Alright, so next room is the boss room. The boss behaves the same between normal and hell, but there's one difference with the setting, is the location of the boss and the platforms is slightly adjusted in hell. If you're really well geared with your party, you can just run up to the middle and nuke the boss and one-shot him, but I'm assuming that's not going to be the case. So if you're not like high gear, high level or whatever, you want to wait on these platforms here. First, you wait for him to move. He's about to do it. Oh no, it's not. And when he's laying on the ground, that's when his hitbox is the biggest. And that time there wasn't an option there. Basically, you want him to do that any time at all, except when those damn blue flares are about to explode. If he does it at the same time as when the blue flares are going to explode, you're pretty much screwed. Well, you're not screwed, but I mean, you're not going to be able to take advantage of what I was trying to show you. But basically, I was trying to point out that's when you want to do your biggest nukes, because that's when his hitbox is the largest. That wasn't very efficient right there either, but I'm busy yakking to really try properly. So, when you're on hell mode, you want to move left once, and he'll be where he is right now. And he'll be more, actually, he'll be around where I am right now, and you can be able to combo him here. And as you can see, I can't do it yet. So on normal mode, you have to wait for him to move left twice. On hell, it's once. And you want, if you can't nuke this boss in one burst and kill him, you want to fight him on this top platform here. The reason why is because you can't get hit by his chest laser. His 2-hit punch won't hit you. Hopefully I'll get hit by something. And his cannon blast won't hit you. The cannon blast can hit me. Do your 2-hit punch more. Hate this boss. He never does what you want him to do. Yellow flares are pretty much the only attack that's any threat at all when you're on the top platform. Okay, I'm sorry. This boss is just such a pain because he never does what you want him to do. Like, what's he doing? Why is he running away from me? Well, anyway. So once you have him positioned properly, you can attack him on the top